at that. I got sneaky and I cut the intro. Yeah, I got sneaky and cut the intro. It's the Bottom of the Glass Nation. Welcome, you legion of extras, you Bottom of the Glass Nation, you jabronis, you $3 word people just like myself. Thank you very much for showing up. It says on my calendar, it's Saturday, April 27th, a little bit after 6 o'clock Los Angeles time. So, we're here. There is so much going on. You guys have been keeping pace with all the ins and outs, the wherefores, and what have yous with Gen X Talks. Many things occurring. Yeah, a lot of ins and outs, a lot of things going on in the old Deuterino's head. Thankfully, I'm sticking to a strict regimen of alcohol to keep everything in order. You're welcome, America and Denmark. I don't particularly care to do that, but I do that for the good of the company. I do that for the good of the brand. I do it for the source, which is you guys. Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Have you ever had anybody drink to you before? I know. Have you ever had anybody drink for you? Yeah, I do that for you. Oh, it's on my business card. Give, never take. That's me. Welcome to the show, everybody. We also have the beautiful, the lovely Gen X mom. And oh my God, we didn't even check your camera, but it worked. So how are you tonight?
I'm good. I'm looking forward to getting away tomorrow.
Really?
I told you that.
I know. She has 1 foot out the door right now. She does. She wants to go. She wants to get on the road.
I do. I told you that yesterday. I was like, can we leave tomorrow?
Yeah, we can't. We had stuff to do. We had a hose to hang.
That was really important.
We couldn't leave. We had a hose reel to hang. Those of you that are members of YouTube and members of Patreon and members of the General's Lunchbox on Facebook is that's where you need to go to get the inside skinny. The hose reel debacle will be shown in its full glory soon.
There was no debacle.
Yeah, there kind of was. See, we went to drill into the concrete to the block, and we bought toggle bolts, which some would say you don't use toggle bolts on concrete blocks. Yeah, I can if I want to. It's my house, and I know it'll work. But at the top, we drilled into it, and we kept drilling into the block and drilling into the block and drilling into the block, and it was filled with concrete. So you can't put something in that pops open when there's no room to pop open. So that created a little bit of a mess, and then the kid didn't drill the hole deep enough, so we ended up stacking 37 washers. It does not look very attractive. I'm going to have to cover it with something, but it's functional and it's solid and it works. You can hang a 57 Buick on it. It's not coming off the wall. We finished the entire project with, what do you say? That ain't going anywhere, which means in guy speak, that's what the project's done. It's ready to go. You're packaged, baby. You're packaged. When a guy says the words, that ain't going anywhere, project is finished. All right? So do you have anything between the sheets, sweetheart? Do we have any birthdays?
No, we have no birthdays.
You know what? I want to change something with Gen X Talks policy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, right now. I didn't get to run it past committee. This is just something I want to do. I think anybody, because there's an email address to send if you want your birthday announced. You don't just say it in the comment section, oh, hey, today's my birthday. In fact, if you say it in the comment section, I'm not saying it. I'm not doing it anymore. If you send an email to its birthday,
I don't know what it is. I don't get it.
It's birthday at genxtalks.com.
Or just email me.
Or email her, or Sammy Joe. Sammy Joe takes those. If you do that, we will we will announce your birthday with vim and vigor, live and in person. And if you give us your address, we will send you one of Gen X Mom's handmade, beautiful, 3-dimensional, multi-layered, multifaceted trips around the sun card.
I will send you, and it will be signed by all of us.
Yeah, we'll all sign it. Yeah.
The three of us.
I will forge the Sun Valley Fox's signature because, well, there's a restraining order. He can't come within 1,000 feet of this property. So we'll have to forge that to him. Yeah.
Wow.
So was it no birthdays? No birthdays to speak of?
No, not that I know of.
Wow. Really? No birthdays, huh?
What, our sons?
No.
The Sun Valley Fox was yesterday.
Well, you didn't say it yesterday. Did you go live and say it?
No, but I said it the day before.
Well, you were early. Now you're late.
Okay, so yesterday was my brother's 70th.
The Sun Valley Fox.
7-0, people. I know he's watching.
Yeah.
70th birthday. And he doesn't look 70 at all. It's
No,
crazy.
I mean he really looks worn out for 70. Easily much older, 90s for sure. I mean, you guys here, okay, to be fair, those of you that have met the Sun Valley Fox in person, we've had events where he's shown up. He's been smart about it. Had cosmetic surgery right before he showed up.
He did not.
Yeah. Remember
Stop
Doc
it.
Brown in Back to the Future when he rips off the mask? He had a little rejuvenation process. Well, there's Sun Valley Fox. Good stuff.
No. So
All right.
anyways,
Yeah.
happy day after to my brother, the Sun Valley Fox, on his 70th birthday. We'll be seeing him in the next couple days.
Yes, we will.
We're going to hang out with my brother. Can't wait to see him. My brother and I are a lot alike.
Very much.
So much alike. And I love getting together with him because we have the same sarcastic mouths on each other.
Isn't that the goddamn truth?
And we have a lot of fun when we're together. Ross Brown, first time here, but love the videos. Ross Brown, welcome.
Thanks for showing up, my man, Ross. I hope you stick around a little bit. It gets better than this. This might seem a little boring, but it does get better. I promise you. So,
Danny H, permission to fall in and be counted.
Danny H, the ranks are filling up. If you're tired, there's couches in the back here. Danny H, permission to fall in as a Legion of X extra, my man.
Insurmountable Cali Cat wants to know, hello, handsome.
There's one handsome. If I get 4 handsomes, the show can start.
Okay, here's a question for you. Can the harem girls get the voice tonight, please?
For free. They asked for that for free. It's not like somebody put in $2 and said, or some stars in Facebook and said, can you use it? I'm walking around with like an orphan with my hat in my hand. Please, sir, can I have some more porridge? But it's all right.
Goodness.
Okay. Yeah. Later on tonight, we will dim the lights and we will lean in heavy with the harem voice. So you harem girls, get your pink shirts on, get your black shirts on, dim your lights, turn the bass way up. I don't want to see any of you sitting on the speakers like you did last time. All
Wow.
right? We'll save that one.
Get the recordings going.
Yeah.
Let's see. John Morgan, $2. Still waiting for the many hats of General shirt.
Well, that's, that we have an update on that. With the Shopify store up and running, it's now getting linked everywhere. We're behind because we're going to Reno to do an event up there and some stuff. And then when we come back, that is top priority is getting the store moved over to Shopify where it shows up for you guys on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. It links right there. And then one of the first items we're doing, Loud One is actually sponsoring this idea. So we've talked a little bit. Ian and I, if you're on Facebook, he's known as Ian Portres. If you're over on YouTube, he's known as Loud One. He's both. He's a loud Ian for sure. And we've starting to work out the details on what that shirt is going to look like and what options are going to be. Maybe a couple different options for which ones you like and don't like. That's going to go up one of the first things. So once we get a few things dialed in, there's a lot of stuff around here that's going to take off and go. Once we get a few things dialed in that we get caught behind on each day, once they start rolling in like clockwork and we get things moving how they're supposed to, things are going to take off like fire. I can't even tell you the content that is just around the corner and the good stuff. It's going to be great.
I also think we sold out of all our first edition harem shirts, both black and pink, and we will be redesigning new ones.
That's right. Yes.
So-
Second edition.
Yes, and we're going to think about something for Gen X Moms Men.
Okay.
Yeah.
You floated that, Mrs. Four, and you floated that a couple
Yeah,
years
we
ago.
did.
Oh, what was it? Cabana Boys. They were going to
I don't know.
have blue shirts.
We'll think of
You guys
something.
had some mojo going on with men who wanted to be loyal to the queen.
My loyal subjects.
Your loyal subjects.
Jan Motts, who's driving the bus tonight? She wants to know.
Well, if Loud One's not driving the bus, if he doesn't close that door and hit second gear by the end of the driveway, then usually Christina Dvorak is behind the driver's seat.
I haven't seen if Christina's in. I haven't seen.
I haven't
her
seen
in.
if Loud.
But
I
it
haven't
might
seen
be
if anybody's
parked right
in.
now. So he
might.
we might have parked that for the night.
What'd be funny is if we did. We're not going anywhere tonight. Loud One's like, no, we're drinking. He pulls out the awning from the bus. We start a little campfire. It's possible. It could happen one night. It could be.
Maybe. Andrew over on Facebook. My birthday's today. 45 trips around the sun and moving to the 46th.
Yeah,
Andrew.
but he didn't send in an email.
He still gets a birthday
So
wish.
we're not saying his name.
Happy birthday,
You're
Andrew.
not saying happy birthday,
Happy
Andrew.
birthday, Andrew.
I'm not saying happy birthday,
birthday,
Andrew.
Andrew.
Andrew's never even get his name mentioned here.
He's 45 trips around the sun,
And
Andrew.
he still doesn't get a card because we don't know where to send it because you didn't send it an email. You guys are going to learn that the rule will go in place soon.
Wow. Okay, the Dirty Wrench. Good evening, handsome general and beautiful Gen X mom. Thank
Two
you.
handsomes. That's two
Gabby
handsomes.
and I are happy to be here again. Well, we're happy that you guys are both here.
Absolutely. Thank you for showing up.
Daniel Velasquez, member for 25 months. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Who is that?
Daniel Velasquez.
So he's got his big, is he on Facebook?
No.
So he's got his big blue 2.
Yes, he does.
And he's working on 3.
Yes, he is.
Wow.
The Disney Kid, handsome general. We are ready for your awesomeness. Wow.
3 handsomes. I need one
Wow.
more and we can begin. One more handsome and I'm
Scott
good to go.
Royston, oh brother.
He did it. He did it. Come on. He said.
Hey, handsome general.
There we go.
Love you, brother.
That's 4.
Please. You
All right.
guys.
Thank you. And I don't. Okay, everybody calm down. Just stop. That. I don't need to hear the handsome general stuff. It doesn't sway me one way or the other. I don't mind if you do it, but I certainly don't crave it. I'm not looking for it.
Yes, you are.
But if you guys feel you must, if you uncontrollably must say handsome, I certainly won't stop you. And so now we can start the show. We got 4 handsome generals, and it's time to get going here.
All right. Danny H., member for 12 months, got my big red one.
Danny got his big red one.
Hashtag Visahoochie for everyone.
Yeah, but if I send Danny to the woodshed, then he's Invisahoochie to everybody.
Wow.
Danny gets
I
that.
should say pound signed in Visahoochie.
All right, so tonight is Open Line Friday. Welcome to Open Line Friday. For those of you that know what that refers to, that's a nice pull. It goes back to the 90s and early 2000s. But if you know what I'm talking about, then it's Open Line Friday. That means that you guys can ask us questions. If you have personal questions, they cost $200. Because I don't want to get divorced. Because if you think you're going to ask me, say, General, who is the best chick you've ever had sex with? If you think I'm answering that for free, I'm getting a door prize
It better be me.
on my way to divorce court. I'm getting a door prize. But if you want to ask some generic questions, then they're all free, and you go ahead and we'll do our best to answer. But you have to put them in the comment section. Josh Maddox is working the doors over at Rumble. He'll gather up your stuff there. Trippy Pineapple's working YouTube. And Sammy Joe apparently lectured me the other day that she now has both Facebook pages on lock. She says, I am developing a following. People love me, which is probably not true. She's probably just saying that. Her therapist said a lot of self-confidence from those words, so she's probably saying them out loud. However, she's running both Facebook pages by herself. If you're looking for your moderator over on Facebook, it is Sammy Joe. So if you have questions, you can ask. Otherwise, I'm going to go down my roll of things that I have to get out of the way.
I've got a list of stuff going on here.
So make no announcements, or should I do those real quick and get them out of the way?
You never do them real quick.
Okay, good.
There's
it is.
no set thing.
Announcements it is. And so we'll start over here. If you guys didn't get an announcement, if you didn't get a notification, join Patreon. When I was talking about earlier that the behind the scenes stuff that we don't let the public see, over 3 years of behind the scenes stuff. So if you join Patreon, it's $1, but you also get an email. We don't bother you with stuff. We don't try to sell you anything ever. It's just that we let you know, hey, if you guys want to, there's a live stream happening in half an hour, it gives you a chance to check it out ahead of time. I would say that you should spend $1 and do it. Mrs. Forwatten, she spent $1. She said it's the best dollar she's ever spent in her whole life. And remember, it only cost her $1 to get married. And she still liked this better. All right. So join Patreon. The moderators can put up the Patreon link. If a moderator on your platform is worth their salt, you've already got the link, and you can join up. We also have a barbecue coming up. If you go to genxtalks.com and scroll around, there's a calendar of events, which is lacking. There's a few things that have been added we have to put in there. But the Lakeside Barbecue, it's near Bakersfield, California. Lakeside is a grade school. Been there for 100 and some years. It's one of the oldest little schools in town, Prairie School, back when it was just farming out here. Anyway, for the last 81 years, they've been doing a barbecue, and they've added a car show to it. It's support for the school. We're going to be there. We've been invited. Brandon's Transmissions is putting the whole thing on. He's a friend of mine. He's a good guy. And we've been invited to. So if you show up, I'll buy you a sandwich. Yeah, if you show up, I'll buy you a sandwich. Now, you know David Black's coming for a free sandwich. Low Torque's coming for a free sandwich. I bet Trippy Pineapple going to want that damn free sandwich. So if you guys want a free sandwich and hang out with us, show up at the Lakeside Barbecue, genxtalks.com, and scroll around. There's drop-down menus and calendars. You'll figure it out. All righty. Oh, the mug. Yeah, we're getting our first order of those. They'll be done while we're gone. We'll pick them up when we get back. We get back from Reno. There'll be a bunch of these ready to go and ship. Now, some of you have already placed your order, and you guys are the first ones that are getting them. However, I only ordered two orders of these, 2 bundles of these. I'm not telling you how many they were. They weren't a ton, but once they're sold out, that's it. And this matches the previous. Every summer, we put out a big one. Remember the first one? Because these aren't, you guys think these are the steins you have in a bar. Those are 7 inches tall and about 3 inches wide. These are 9 inches tall and 4 inches wide. These things are fucking monsters, and they're super heavy, which is why they're expensive, because they're heavy to ship everywhere. But the first year we put one, I was called the General's 9 inches. Remember that? Remember that one? And then the next one, it was Mrs. Fort Watton's Peach. Her perfectly peach-shaped ass was on one last year, and this year it's a radio station. This is they all match. They're the same ones. If you want to complete your set, you want to keep going, this is the one. If you didn't get one and you get this one, this is the first radio station one. Yes. And once they're sold out, every time, we don't put them back up again. We don't keep stuff up for sale forever just to make money on it. These are kind of like one-of-a-kind nostalgia things. If you got one, you got one. If you don't, you don't. Get the link from your moderators. Get the link. Go right to it. If you don't get one, please don't whine about it later. It's really important you don't cry. No crying. There's no crying in baseball. All right, what else was there? Oh, the deck of cards. Gen X Mom, where are we at with the deck of cards? Say it one more time.
First edition. The first edition, I believe I have 4 or 5 left. The second edition, I think it's the same thing. I have about 4 or 5 of each one.
These are pictures of you guys. Yeah, these are, you guys sent in pictures of yourself, or other people sent in pictures of you guys. These decks of cards have your names on it, your screen names.
And your friends that are in the bar with you.
Yeah, your friends these are pictures of your friends. If you want to see whose name is whose and you want to see what Danny H looks like, go buy a deck of cards. We got 4 or 5 decks each. I told you I was ordering 2 batches, and that's all I ordered. We're done. That's it. So if you want them, there's a few left. Skilled moderators can link you right to them. But we're clearing these out, and then we're done. All right. And also the big one is the Gen X Talks Barbecue. Am I right? It's September 1st?
Oh,
is that correct?
I think it's the Saturday of Labor Day weekend.
The Saturday of Labor Day weekend.
I can verify.
She's verifying the date. But listen, this is at our house. This is at the Gen X Talks compound. You have to buy a ticket or you can't come. And it is a big event. And everyone's
September 1st.
September 1st. Everyone's been invited. Limited supply of tickets. Again, once they're sold out, don't cry about it. But if you can get here, if you can get to California and you want to be part of the Gen X Talks Barbecue, this is our 3rd one. They get bigger and better each year. Josh Mattis comes out and plays live music. We got music in the background when he's not playing. The thing's catered. Everybody's flipping burgers on the grills and hot dogs if you don't want the catered food. And everybody has a place to sit and hang out with drinks for everybody. And you get to know in person all the names you've been seeing before. And, of course, my wife puts out the ping pong table. And what's that stupid game you throw the thing through? The cornhole game. Yeah. So, in this year, she actually wants to keep track and have a winner. She wants to keep score, who's defeated, who's undefeated. This one's going to last a lot longer. There's a big swimming pool with a waterfall. Everything's going to be going how it's supposed to be. And it's a lot of fun. But you got to get a ticket or you can't go. All right.
Deanna Stone just ordered a mug, so one more mug
One
is
more
gone.
mug down. One more mug down.
They're going.
All right. So now let's go back to, I did the housekeeping. I think I'm done there. Has anybody guessed the $2 whore tonight?
I have not seen it. I have to go through the sheets and see if Trippy or...
Anybody said it. Okay. Nobody knows who the $2 whore is tonight, for those of you who don't understand what that is. If you spend $2 on YouTube as a donation, as a super chat, a little face falls down there, and it's one of you guys, and we affectionately call that our $2 whore. If you're willing to sell your face for $2, you're the $2 whore.
Nobody has guessed yet.
Okay. All right. So
Trippy has not posted them in the sheet.
it is Open Line Friday. If anybody's got questions, this is the time to ask.
I'm ready for you.
Anybody can ask anything personal. If nobody has any questions, I have questions.
You always have questions.
I have questions.
Diane Power wants to know, how is the general's weight loss regimen going?
So we're still waiting for questions if anybody's interested in asking. I haven't gained back any weight. I kind of hit a plateau, and I got serious again for about a week, 10 days, and I dropped like 4 or 5 pounds. I haven't gained it back, but I haven't, well, I got sick. I had all those crackles. I had 2 big jars of chugs of milk, and I had a bowl full of crackles. I got sick. My joints were hurting. I didn't feel good for like 3 days. I lost weight right after that because I didn't eat for a few days. That was when I came up with the idea for the airplane diet. Remember the airplane? Do you guys listen to the podcast, the airplane diet? Real people do that. No. It's a real thing. And I was, half-heartedly talking about it. I can't tell you how many people emailed and commented and said, General, please don't do that. If you're seriously thinking about the airplane diet, please don't do it. I had to write him back going, I don't think I'm really going to do it. It was bringing it up as a topic. So I'd throw it out there. Of course, Dr. McDreamy chimes in and says, he wrote me something simple about the airplane diet. He goes, okay. He put the podcast on pause after he heard the airplane diet part. He wrote me, if you do that, you will die. That was his solution. So I had to turn the pickup truck around. I was headed towards the Mojave airplane graveyard. And I turned around and went back the other way in despair with a heavy heart. But he's probably right. I didn't want to die. I had my skill saw and everything. I was ready to go. All right, Gen X Mom.
Oh, my gosh. Sweets picked is Mike Perkins, the $2 hoe.
Oh, my God, Sweets. She got it right. She gets it right more than anybody else. She really does. How would she know that?
She's good.
We haven't posted that picture of Mike Perkins in forever.
She's good.
Wow. And I did that as a tribute because Mike Perkins lives in Reno. We're heading to Reno. Might get to see Mike up there. Also, any of you living in or around Reno, if you're in Sacramento and you want to jump over the hill, we are going to, we're staying at GSR, and Tuesday evening, after everybody gets off work, we're going to pick a lounge or a bar inside the GSR. We're going to go down there as Gen X Talks. If nobody shows up, my wife and I are going to drink. If lots of people show up, my wife and I are going to drink. But it should be a good time. You're all welcome. You got to pay attention to Discord. You know where Discord is. Good moderators will link you to Discord. Or if you're look on the post where we did today, we will throw up a post probably sometime in the middle of the day, Tuesday, saying where we're going to be and what time. Just pay attention. It's be on all the platforms, not private, not members only. Everybody can see it, and then you can check it out. But if you want to hang out with us for a little bit, there's already people coming. There's already people that have emailed me and says, as soon as you tell me where, I'm on my way. So if you want to join us, just come hang out. It's free. We're going to have a good time, and we'll tell some stories.
Did you tell them they're meeting us Tuesday?
Yeah.
Do you know what Tuesday is?
It's Tuesday. We're driving Sunday. We're going to the Sun Valley Fox's house on Monday for a barbecue. Mm-hmm. You're not invited. Just I am. Actually, it's not even true. My wife's invited, but
you're my +1.
I'm the +1, so I get to go to. Tuesday, we're going to the GSR to, if anybody wants to see us, if any friends want to hang out, and then we drive home Wednesday. What did I miss?
Wow.
Tuesday, we're driving around. We're looking for property.
Tuesday is our anniversary, dumbass.
Is it really?
Wow.
Let me look at the. Oh my God, you're right. Shit. And we're going to be looking for property and having drinks with friends.
Let's move on.
Would you like to celebrate our anniversary with us at the GSR, the Grand Sierra Resort in Reno, Nevada? That's why we're going to Reno, is to celebrate our anniversary. We'd like to include you in that. It'll be a big production. I'm going to give my wife a gift and Tuesday night, and I can't tell you what it is, and because it's not because I don't know, it's because I'm not going to ruin the surprise. And yeah, it is our anniversary. Well, what? Like, you got me something. You didn't get me anything, so shush. You shut your mouth. You don't give me something. I know you didn't.
Okay.
Look, it's surprise. We're going to Reno.
Okay.
Surprise! I invited everyone to our anniversary drinking at the bar.
Yep.
Okay, well, I foobarred that one. Well, you know what? When the general steps on his dick, he really steps on his dick. Okay.
All right. So, Sean MacArthur on Facebook. General, what is your favorite place to travel to? Sean would like to know.
Anywhere with my loving wife of many years.
Wow.
Is that good?
I better go get my boots on because it's getting a little
Deep in here? All right, where's my favorite place to travel? To tell you the truth, I just like being on the road. I am very much, I grew up hanging around beaches from Zuma down to Santa Monica and Doheny, and did my whole life with beaches, and like the mountains. I'm perfectly at home up in the mountains, chopping wood and building fires and hanging out in sleeping bags. We used to go hiking outside of Bishop as teenagers. And then I'm kind of a fan of the high desert. I like the high desert. I like desert mornings and desert evenings out there. A lot of people think it's desolate. I kind of think it's beautiful. It's one of the reasons I want to go outside of Reno, because there's a mix of pine trees on one side and then the big desert on the other. But I like it out there. I like those mornings. So I'm kind of a desert guy. So I really end up anywhere. And I like historical sites. I like big cities and seeing things I've never seen before. But I like being on the road. That's my biggest part of it. If you ask me where I like to go, kind of anywhere. I'm game. Just get me on the road.
Alrighty. Disney Kid, evening, handsome general and lovely Gen X mom. This is the best bar ever, and both rock.
5 handsomes. Yeah.
Dean Roddering gifted 5 memberships tonight to Dr. Rock and Rod, Ashley, Michael, the new guy, and the Dirty Wrench. All got memberships tonight. Diane Power on Facebook. General, are you ever going to take Gen X Mom overseas for a trip? Also, what are you going to do with all the animals if you buy an RV and travel when you sell your house?
Okay, that's 2 questions. You're only allowed 1. I don't know what you're thinking there. You overstep and you're about stay in your goddamn lane. I'm not. I'll go overseas if there's a cruise ship, but I'm not flying because you can't make an emergency landing over the Atlantic Ocean. There's a ton of stuff I'd go see. I want to go. I would love to go over to the Middle East. I'd love to see Jerusalem. I'd love to go through Israel. I'd love to go do that. Absolutely. I'd love to see Rome and Greece. There's a ton of stuff, but planes. Hello, nobody's built a train that goes that far, so I'm stuck. And I'd even go in a submarine. Yeah,
no,
if
you
you'd
wouldn't.
put me. Oh, yes, I would.
You would not.
I would go on a submarine.
You
I
wouldn't.
saw Red October. They're badass.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, I would, but I won't go on a plane. So no,
He'd go on a submarine, but he won't go on a plane.
no, because you can call for help in a submarine and just sit there floating until someone comes and gets you. But you can't. When an airplane runs out of fuel or an engine quits, you're fucking tanked. You got about 12 seconds, and then you're fish food. That's it. I don't even have time. I wouldn't even have time to dial the phone and then tell you, I told you so, before I died. I wouldn't have time to do that. I wouldn't even have time to prove me right and prove you wrong.
Gosh, okay. Kelly Dix over on Facebook, Gen X Mom in general, what's your favorite comfort food?
Kelly Dix.
So when
a
I'm not
porn name.
feeling well, this isn't the best thing to eat, but when I'm sick and I just don't, and I did it when I had cancer too, I asked for this, was Kraft macaroni and cheese. Out of the boxed version. I don't know what it is, but when I'm sick, the kids even know to make it for me. Like, I don't know, I'm not feeling good,
for her comfort food. Probably with most women, there's like 12 or 13 different comfort foods, depending on what personality is sick that day. Because there are times when only chocolate will help her.
Oh, not when I'm sick.
I didn't say sick. She said comfort food.
Oh, okay.
That's all it was comfort food. And I said, there are times, so there's many.
You know what? The question wasn't for you to answer my comfort food question. The question was, what is your comfort
I know,
food?
but as usual.
You don't need to answer the question, my question.
As usual, you didn't answer it correctly.
Yes, I did.
So I'm trying to help.
Mac and cheese, Kraft macaroni
There are
and cheese.
situations where her
No.
comfort food is chocolate. There's
You know what?
situations where the only thing that will help her is ice cream. She gets Cold Stone ice cream.
You know
and
what?
there used to be a time,
Unbelievable.
and it's also when she was sick, but she hasn't brought it up, but it used to be a time when she wanted Marie Callender's potato cheese soup. and I had to drive over to Marie Callender's and get some potato cheese soup to go and bring it home. So again, and this is probably common with most men out there, if you have a girlfriend and you have a wife, there's many different versions of comfort food depending on which personality you're dealing with at the moment.
So what's your comfort food? That's what she wants to know. You don't have to listen.
Whiskey and
my
pizza.
thing.
Whiskey and pizza.
Oh my gosh. Do
How
you see
simple
what
is
I
that?
have to deal with, people? Every single day.
You know, I think the sympathy should fall on me.
No.
I constantly have to
Oh
walk
my
around
gosh.
with the burden of correcting you. That's a terrible thing to put on a man.
Is our hour up
It's
yet? Okay, John Morgan, $2. Shouldn't it be a banana hammock, men?
oh,
I'll have to talk to Mrs. Four about that.
banana hammock men. I got a harem and you have banana. Yeah, I can see where that's a.
Maybe. Andrew on Facebook sent an email about his birthday.
That's late. You can't do it now. You're supposed to do it. Hold on a second. You can't
I'm
just.
just reading the
He
sheet.
just raised his hand. All right, email sent. Where's my fucking card?
Bonnie Walker, handsome general. She slid in a handsome general.
That's 6. Thank you. 6.
Hiatus Humanus, that's the name.
Hiatus Humanus.
$5 was sent and no allocated funds.
Is Hiatus Humanus? Is that like person not here? Hiatus. They're on
Or
hiatus.
permanently on
And
vacation.
Humanus is a person, so they're
Permanently on vacation.
person not here. I'm just saying.
All right, Jen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to translate for you. Yes.
Oh, please. Jan Motz, member for 11 months.
That's it.
That's it.
Thanks, Jan. One more, you get your big red one.
Danny H. Question: do you have any challenge coins, and which one is your favorite? You do.
I do.
They're behind you.
They're actually, if you go to all the stuff in the studio, which there's stuff around you guys can't see. If you go to genxtalks.com, at the very bottom, there's I think the link is called Studio Gear. It just shows all how the studio got built from day one to day end. But after that, it shows picture after picture after picture close up of everything in here. And I do have
You have a
4.
couple.
I have 4 of them now. I
4.
think 4 challenge coins. I don't know which one I'd call my favorite because I remember getting each one of them, how they were presented to me in the handshake, the look in the man's eyes who gave them to me and why. And some of the stuff they've chosen to pass on to me, I got to keep in my family forever. I just can't. It's that important. It's that big of a deal. So I don't really want to. I really don't. It's like asking me which is your favorite kid. I kind of want to stay away from which one is my favorite. But every one of those moments of getting those handed to me meant more than you guys can possibly imagine. Every one of them. Thank you for that.
Nice. Bonnie and Clyde. Question: do you guys have any plans on coming to Ohio, Kentucky, or West Virginia? Just wondering because it's my tri-state area. We discuss it all the time.
all the
about
time.
Going to the East Coast.
I'll tell you the truth. We can't right now because we got our summer is packed. Winter will be packed with all the stuff for holidays. Then spring will come, and that's when we're going to try to sell the house and buy the property and move. So spring and summer will be wrapped up in that. And we can't, so it's gonna be a bit, but we do absolutely 100%. We want to go back east. We do.
We keep trying. We keep you guys in our thoughts all the time.
All the time. She's asking me. She'll come up and say, "How long would it take to drive here, do this, and drive back? And then when can we fit it in?" It just never quite works out. So, but we are thinking about it, truthfully.
We are. Sandy wants to know, how did you and Mama X rediscover each other? Rediscover.
Well, okay, that's a long story.
Yeah.
It's not like there was this big dark period where we didn't know anything about each other for 20 years and then all of a sudden no. There was little hits and misses of hey and you and this and that, and then there was high school reunions with oh you're there, I'm here, and there was little stuff that came and went all along. I mean, we knew of each other's, like, well, you're married, she's married, I'm married, you're dating, I'm dating. We knew that stuff. So there wasn't I will tell you one significant moment in my life about a reconnect, but don't think that it was just dark and gone. I didn't always know exactly. I didn't have her phone number per se, stuff like that. But you guys remember when classmates.com came out? Remember, I don't know what year that was. And we'd already had some reconnection before that. But like I said, no I knew where she lived because I knew she moved back with her parents, and I knew where they lived from being a kid. I guess I could have driven over there, knocked on the door, but I was 1,000 miles away. But I put on classmates.com in its infancy. I knew that I wanted to live the rest of my life with a certain type of woman. And I knew from my childhood growing up with these girls all the way through grade school and junior high and high school, I could think of like 6 names. And I said, I wonder, those 6 girls, they had to turn out, they had to turn out good. They were going to be great wives, great mothers. You just know, good stock. You just know that type of person. And we all do. You guys know the party girls that you used to date, but you really didn't want to bring them home to mom. And then you knew the ones that you wanted to marry. And after you got done over here, you went over there. Well, I was ready to go over there. I put up 6 names, and one of the girls contacted me, and we started talking, and she's like, oh, gosh, you're married. And I said, yeah, I'm not going to be married soon because this fucking was falling apart. She goes, well, I'm married. And I said, oh, well. So she was thinking, and then she went, no. So she stayed married. She stayed married. I admit I was probably a very big temptation. I mean, I can turn this down, but I can't turn it off. And she contacted Gen X Mom and said, hey, remember this guy? He's looking for you. And she didn't say, I passed on him. She didn't say, you're lucky that I married or you wouldn't have got this phone call. And then she had kind of the same feeling where she knew, because you remember Dr. McDreamy and Gen X Mom and I and many others, we all grew up in a private school in Southern California from kindergarten through 12th grade. You really get to know somebody when you spend every day with them from you're 5 years old till you're 18. You really, 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 really know these people, whether they're good, they're bad, and different. So when I went back looking for these 6 girls, I wasn't wrong. All 6 of them turned out to be wonderful. And the second one on the list was available. And I said, well, all right, you'll do. Now let's go. And then, and here we are. Now, that's loosely how it went.
No, you need to tell him we talked for a very...
Well,
we became friends, then really best friends.
We had we literally...
It was long. It wasn't like...
She was on her parents' cell phone plan one month. I won't get diverted too far. She was on her parent, and we were calling, and I was calling her cell phone. And at that time, the long distance was expensive. And she got a $700 bill, and her mom about flipped out. And she's moved back home. She's a grown woman with kids and living at home. And she got a cell, and I said, I'll pay it, relax. So I paid the bill, and I said, now look, we got to not talk this much. So the next month, the bill was $1,100. I paid it again, and then the next month after that, I sent her. Remember when Sprint had friends and family phones? I sent her that one. Like it was a plan like that, and then that's what happened. Yes, I swooned and wooed her, and there we are. So yeah. Next question.
Jeez, that took a long time.
Well, you're the one who kept it going. You said, tell them the truth.
Joe Derrick, General, how long have the beautiful Queen, Gen X Mom, and you been together? And I'm not referring to you growing up together. Forever.
Forever. We, the oldest kid we each have is 32. And they were, let's see, the youngest one was 5. It says 20 plus years for sure. 20,
he doesn't even know.
20 Okay, look, just next question. Quit making me look bad. Next question.
Jeff Morehouse, have you always had a beard?
Funny story. I have. I've had a beard since I was
in
probably
various stages.
I've had a full beard since I was 20 or 21, and then it was in 2003. She decides one day, you're shaving it. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Not off completely.
No. Well, I had my big old fat goatee. And then I kept that from 2003 till about 2022 or 23. And that was Mrs. Four Watton's challenge of I won't shave or get a haircut till the studio's finished. And then the studio got finished. My beard was down to here. My hair was long. And she says, let's go get you a haircut. And I said, well, now hold on. The general's got a look going on here. I don't think we want to get rid of this look now, do we? I mean, we've been cultivating this for 2 years now. I think we should just keep right on marching. So we've been actually fighting about that. Yes, I
like the goatee.
Yeah. I think if I got a goatee now, it'd make me look fat.
I think it'll make you look...
I mean, thinner. I know my stomach and my ass make me look fat, but I think it would make my face look fat.
Oh, gosh.
I don't know. I'm just.
All right. Whatever.
All right. Yeah, there you go. So now you know.
Scott Royston gifted 5 memberships to Christina, Michael, Renee, Hobo, Rob, and William. They all got memberships tonight. Alan Berkeley, Facebook. When you guys coming to Illinois? Same thing. We
Same
talk about it
story as
all
the last time. Also, everybody who just got a membership and everybody who got YouTube memberships previously, after the show, go to the Gen X Talks YouTube channel. It has a community section. And once you're a member, gifted or otherwise, you can scroll back through 3 years of behind the scenes stuff that nobody else gets to see, but now you can.
Okay. Natalie over on Facebook. My husband made blackberry margaritas. Do you like margaritas? Yes, I do.
I do not like margaritas.
I do. I make my own.
She makes her own. You know, one year we had these barbecues out here, and she was making all these margaritas for all of her girlfriends and stuff, and the little crusher machine or whatever shaver broke. She runs in the house and gets out one of the kids' Snoopy snow cone makers, and she kept making margaritas.
$10 Walmart special, and that has been the best thing ever.
And then she just kept using it. That's how you show up to one of our barbecues. If she's making margaritas, it's in a Snoopy snow cone machine. That's what she does for the shaved ice.
But I haven't had one in a long time because of my diet change or my change. One of the things that causes joint pain is alcohol. And as soon as I stopped drinking that, I have felt so much better. And that's not saying that every once in a while I do have a glass of wine, but I just watch it.
You know you're going to pay for it. If you want to drink and have a good time, you do it knowing this night's going to be fabulous, but the next 2 to 3 days is going to hurt.
For it. So it's just one of those things that I have to just watch. But I miss it. I love the margaritas, especially during the summer. They're one of my favorite go-to things. So who is this? Sweets. Can we do a poll, beard or goatee? They want to know. Sweets wants to know.
To do that. Can we? Let me see if I can do that. Start a poll. Let's see.
They're probably going to say full beard. They're going to go against me. I want the goatee. You can always grow it back. He grows a beard overnight. I swear he does.
Yes or no? Oh, wait.
No, you could put in...
Don't tell me how to do my job, woman.
He grows beard overnight. That's part of the reason why you won't do a goatee is because...
Goatee is G-O-T-E, right? Did I put it in?
G-O-A-T-E-E. Go...
Are you sure?
Goatee. I don't know. Goatee?
Man, you're going to fuck this up.
No, that's not how you spell it. G-O-T-E-E.
Yeah, but I was going to say, is there an apostrophe on
No, it still looks funny, but that's fine. I don't know how it goes.
You know what? I'm going to do it my way, and I don't give a shit. All
Whatever.
Right, so here we go. All right, there's your poll.
All right, the poll's up.
And I wrote instead of I wrote of goatee. Beard of goatee.
Tell them you don't do a goatee because that means you have to shave more. Because you get like a 5 o'clock shadow literally
at 5
o'clock.
Yeah, at 5 o'clock.
He can shave in the morning and have his beard back. So, yeah, that's kind of the problem. Stop messing with it. They know what you mean.
Hey, stay in your lane.
Ben Eaton over on Facebook. General, have you looked into Diamond Dallas Page Yoga? The man is awesome. Look at what he did for Butterbean.
Yeah,
He's not doing yoga.
No, I've got to say, I'm probably going to pass on the yoga. All right, there's your poll.
I would die laughing. That would be hilarious. All right, so that poll is only on YouTube. I'm sorry, unless Sammy can figure out how to do it on Facebook. But
you know what? I could look. Go just keep entertaining the troops, and I'll go.
Karen wants to know, what is the airplane diet? Literally eating an airplane.
You have to go. I don't say it out loud because you need to go listen to the podcast. See, I allude to it, I talk about it, but I don't ever say exactly what it is. Unlike her, I go, well, if you want to know, go listen to the podcast and learn all about the airplane. It's a true story, so go figure it out. There you go.
All right, Richard Hash over on YouTube. General, I've gone around the sun 53 times, and it is so nice to know that I'm not the only one who thinks like I do. I also have a Gen Z 18-year-old. Kids, man, kids. Yeah, it's crazy. Christina Hansen over on Facebook. Are you really going to live in an RV full time?
No.
May want to get a small lot with utilities on it. It's harder than you think.
That is not okay. I think I got a poll up. You can ask Sammy Joe. I think I got the poll up on Facebook personal. I can't do it on Blue, but I can do it on personal.
Okay.
No, we don't want to live in an RV full time. All I wanted to do was say, if we get the money for the house and we don't quite know where we want to land yet, we could buy an RV, do a little traveling in the spring and summer, and then find a place and then buy the place. That's all I was talking about. Plus, the idea was to keep the motorhome. Then when you guys say, when are you coming to Cincinnati? We can say, well, guess what? The RV's loaded up. We can just get it and go. We don't have to worry about hotel rooms, nothing. We just go. That's what I'm saying. That was what I do not want to live in an RV full time. No, it's that would not be a dream of mine. We would kill each other.
We would kill each other. Sean MacArthur on Facebook. Here are some stars for the happy couple. Enjoy the weekend, General and Gen X Mom. 100 stars sent. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
So much.
Appreciate that.
Noel, $1.99. Happy anniversary, you two. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
General, to the woodshed and hydrate.
Oh, yeah. You know what, you guys, for those of you that are new to the program, for those of you old timers, this is old hat. It's not an anniversary. We don't call it an anniversary. Every year, we sit down on what you folks would call an anniversary, and we go over certain things. It's contract renewal. Every year, it's contract renewal. I have to sit with her and give her an evaluation for the year. Say, well, you did really good in these areas. And then I have to say, but here's some ways you can improve this next year. I write it all down. I slide it across the table. She signs it, and we're married for another year. It's contract renewal time. And believe me, it's very one-sided. I mean, it's really hard for her to come up with things for me to improve on. I'm wonderful. Just ask me. I'll be more than happy to tell you. I am wonderful. If you ask, yes, I am. Thank you for asking. But it's tough. It's a little bit of a tough time. But I've learned from books and movies, if you start with words of encouragement, like, hey, Gen X Mom, you've really done great this year. We're so happy to still have you on board with us. And it's been a great year. We're looking forward to another great year. And then we list all the good things she does. They're right. These books were right. She seems to be more receptive to the areas that need improvement. I'm just saying. So I really put in the time to make this contract renewal season work. You're welcome, America and Denmark.
God, he's just full of shit tonight, man. Danny H., $10 towards Mama X gift. Happy anniversary. Thank you, Danny H.
You know what?
Somebody's remembering our.
You know what everybody forgot quickly about you? Your Jennifer Garner fund.
Oh, no, that's
your espresso fund.
No, somebody mentioned it.
Really? Somebody remembered that?
Yeah, Hiatus Humanus, $20, rum and Coca-Cola, Evening General and Mrs. General. George from Indiana, have you considered covering paranormal topics, kind of Art Bell style, coast to coast, listening since the beginning?
We are actually, when this all pans out.
The radio show.
The radio station, KGXTradio.com is our radio station. It's up and running right now. Josh Maddox is our station manager. He is constantly adding more songs in rotation. When I get back from Reno, I'm doing the commercial spots, little taglines in there for you guys. Like, we got some in there, and they're clever and they're witty and they're part of the thing, just so you don't just hear songs all day long. However, one big aspect, once things smooth out, I'd love to be able to flick on the microphone, because I have miniature gear in my bedroom, and I got a big desk in my room, and in the middle of the night I could just turn on the radio and say, hey, we're going to talk about aliens, and I can take phone calls. I got my headphones on. I can take phone calls. We can do the Art Bell stuff. I'd love to develop that, make that a routine, because it's not really work. It's pretty easy.
Can you take radio or phone calls yet on the radio station? Did you guys figure that out?
Well, yeah, just like right now, where you and I are talking in our microphones and everybody can hear us. Yeah. If I clicked on the butt, it broadcasts the radio. You and I are talking in our microphones and people are listening, right? Well, one of these channels is a telephone.
But you said you'd be up in the room.
Right. As long as my cell. Oh. I don't know if the P4 connects to.
So you'd have to be in here.
Unless this little thing right here. Unless this little thing connects to my device upstairs. If there's a spot in the device upstairs for this, I can do it. Good point. Nice pull, Gen X Mom. Nice pull. If this connects upstairs, I'm good. If not, I'd have to think of another way to do it. But I would buy another switchboard. These switchboards aren't super expensive. I'd buy another one just to be able to do that. But I'm glad you brought that up. Yeah, the coast to coast Art Bell stuff, talking about Millite, get some phone calls from Groom Lake, from Area 51, have the black helicopter circling. I dig that. I'd be into that completely. And just listen to what people have to say. Ask questions.
Yeah. So we'll have to start that. Maybe this summer we can.
That'd be
do it
great.
every once in a while. Eric Wolf, are you making a long motorcycle trip this year?
No, we the motorcycle trip this year was going to be Route 66 with Two Bear and I. And Two Bear had to leave staff. I love him like a brother, and I miss him. He had some things he really had to go do. It takes a lot of time to be on staff. You guys think that being on staff here, being a moderator, is just pop in during a show and, flex your... No. There is so much that goes on. When you sign on to be a moderator, when you sign on to be staff at Gen X Talks, and you take on responsibilities. I'm not forcing them on you, but when you take them on, it takes a lot of work. I want you to know... Everybody in here, I couldn't list you all the stuff Trippy Pineapple does across the board. I couldn't list it all. Sammy Jo's running both Facebook pages, and she's taking on a lot of personal stuff. Josh Maddox, not only is he taking care of Rumble and jumping into YouTube, but being the station manager, everything is on him. And it's editing and it's splicing stuff together and it's checking levels and going back and fixing it if it doesn't sound.
And they have full-time jobs.
And they have jobs. They have lives. I would tell you that we pay them to be on staff, but the truth is they pay us. Every month, if I don't get a check from Josh Maddox, I get $50 to let him be on staff and another $50 to be his friend. It costs $100 for me to like him and allow him. It's tough, but Josh is faithful. He pays every month. We love Josh.
Now, on the flip side, I'm going to be the nice one. We do help out our staff out. I wish we could pay them, for all their time and money and effort, but I think we treat them pretty well. We do what we can.
Yeah.
And we thank them constantly.
Yep.
And I wish there was more. And when they come to my house, I feed them.
You do. And they drive and give and do. And Trippy Pineapple has actually refused money. This last time he did some stuff, I tried to give him at least cover his gas money, and he said no, he didn't want to take it. So they're beyond, they're above reproach. They're just that kind of staff. That's who you guys are dealing with around here. They're good men and women.
Top notch. Laura K. General, it's time for the 5-part apology to Gen X Mom for that anniversary FUBAR.
Well,
5-part apology.
I didn't know. First of all, I only do 3-part apologies, and I invented those. There's no 5-part. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Now, I didn't forget. I forgot it right now. Yeah, I didn't realize it was in 3 days, but I always forget at the last minute. If I fuck it up on the anniversary, then we got issues. But as long as I got a couple days notice, I'm good to go.
Okay, Joe Slowboy Hill over on Facebook.
Joe Slowboy Hill. All right.
Yeah. When y'all leaving California? And second question, Texas or Florida? Neither.
Yeah, I think we're going to end up. We're going to go look at some property up in Reno area. We have a realtor who's looking into some stuff for us when we get up there, and we're looking around a little north of Reno and a little south of Reno, and Dr. McDreamy lives up that direction. Sun Valley Fox lives up that direction, and it puts us close enough to Reno, which is we can go in town and do some stuff, and it's a major airport. We can fly right down to Vegas and have big events. It's close by. It's quick.
And our one son lives in Vegas.
And we are a drive. We are half a day's drive from my parents and grandparents, half a day's drive from one son, half a day's drive from another son. It puts us in a central location to where they are too.
Yeah.
And it's, I'm telling you, I'd like to just I'd just like to get an old Airstream and a generator and park it out by a Joshua tree in the middle of the desert, and I'd be just fine. You think I'm kidding? You think I'm kidding? I'm ready to slow down a little bit. So that's something there.
All right, Scott Royston, $50. This is for the handsome general and Gen X mama. Have blessed anniversary and date night on me. I love you guys so very much and can't thank you enough for being so patient with me.
Scott, you fucked it up again.
Believe me, I'm a slow work in progress. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, Scott, so much.
Don't, Scott. Scott, when you're going to donate money, don't you donate to the talent? Not to the. It's Howard Stern and Robin Givens. Robin doesn't get the money. Howard gets the money. Robin gets, oh, thank you for showing up, Robin. Thank you for answering the phones, Robin. No. Howard Stern gets. I give up on Scott. He didn't get it. He doesn't get it. He's trying to be impartial. And Scott, you're just hurting my feelings. You want to see a big guy like me cry? I'll do it. I'll do it right here in front of everybody.
Michael Callahan on Facebook, I dare you to shave your beard. He won't do it.
Oh, he dares me.
There's no amount of money that would make him shave his beard.
Nope.
I'm telling you right now, he won't. He's not like the kid.
Like, seriously, if you walked up with $100,000 cash and handed it to me, I'd say, man, you got to take this money back. I'm sorry.
Do it.
Yeah.
Sandy, Mama X, Cabana Boys, tall, dark, and mute.
What? Sandy said that?
Awesome. I love
Sandy
that.
said that? I've met Sandy in person. I have sat and I
love her.
I've had dinner with Sandy. I've sat right next to her, and I'll tell you, she got a twinkle in her eye like she could be wild, and now I could tell you why she would say something like that.
I like that one.
Tall, dark,
Cabana
handsome,
Boys.
and shut the fuck up. Don't talk.
Sounds about right. Noelle, best family vacation.
We've had so many family vacations with 8 kids, 4 boys, 4 girls. Lots of short getaways, lots of week vacations.
We used to spend every summer. I would take he worked a lot.
Yeah.
He ran the business and everything. So I would take all 8 kids and we would go off the grid up in Bend, Oregon to the grandparents' house.
And you would go by, see your brother, Sun Valley Fox.
Yeah,
you were gone a while.
That was a yearly thing in the summer. We used to do that a lot. But I think the one that I still shake my head and go, what the hell was I thinking? We took all the kids, flew out of LAX all the way to Disney World.
And the kids were 12 and under, 13 and under, with a 2-year-old, or no, was he 4?
2 or 3. No, he was in a stroller. We had a car seat. We took the stroller. We took the car seat in the plane.
We took 8 kids. One of them was a baby to Disney World, and we spent 9 or 10 days in Disney World, and
we did like 4 parks in a week.
Here's the worst part about this kind of shit.
It was crazy.
When you got a woman who doesn't care. She's like, we're here to have a good time, damn it. And that's it. Nothing else matters. So you go into fucking the Magic Kingdom, and you got these kids who don't give a shit about anything anyway. They're excited to have a good time. And she's amping them up on sugar right when you get there. And then she goes, you know what we need to do? We all need a special hat.
No, that wasn't on that trip.
Okay. This is what she does. Okay. Well, you just ruined my story, so I'll stop now.
That's good because you're wrong.
You do that. You tell me you've never done that before.
I've done that when we've gone to Disneyland.
$200 or $300 in hats.
But Disney
how many
World,
of them had their hat a year later?
There's some here at the house.
Yeah, probably 2. It was just, she does this where it's just a fucking waste of time. Absolutely. And then our one son figures out that he can run around Disney World and charge things to the cabana, to the room we were in.
You're the one that did that one.
I didn't tell him about that. I mentioned like one thing. I said, well, if you're going to go get this, just charge it to the room. And he's like, I wonder what else I can charge to the room. I didn't get the bill till we left.
That's your fault.
Every kid learned you could charge stuff to the room.
That was your fault.
And then we found out that one of the big arcades that had pool tables for all the kids and swimming pools, and you could buy pizzas and nachos and shit, and there was gifts you could buy. Our one son was buying it for everybody around. Drinks are on me. Pizzas are on me. Who buys 37 pizzas in one night? He did. He didn't charge it to the room. I didn't get the bill till I didn't want to talk about it. But so I got the wrong date on the hat thing. She does that kind of shit all the time. Every kid got a fucking weird, different hat. We probably spent $280 on fucking hats, and a year later there was 2 hats that I don't know where my hat went. I said, do you know how much money I should go? I didn't want the hat anyway. Mom made me get it. And there we go. All this shit. What? Oh, I know.
No. Let me explain. So when we went to Disney World, it was like 2008.
Yeah.
That's when the Disney pins kind of were getting really popular.
You guys know what those are? I mean, some people do.
I have them behind me too.
I have them. You get a lanyard, and then every ride you go on, there's a special pin for that ride for that year. And so you have 8 kids and 2 of us. There's 10 people, 10 lanyards, 10 pins, at every ride, and every fucking pin was between $17 and $22 every ride, every park for 9 fucking days.
No. But wait, we only bought them the pin if they rode the ride. So there were some kids that didn't remember, they didn't ride. Shut
okay.
up.
Yeah, that reduces the cost by maybe 10%.
That was the most memorable.
Can you
vacation.
even add up the amount of that would cost us? On fucking lanyard pins? This is the type of shit she did that whole trip.
Who just started an argument? Who did it? Who asked that question that started an argument?
Yeah, who started? Noelle? Where is she in? Put her in timeout.
I
got her.
Oh, yeah, I can.
No, I got her. Noelle, you started a fight. You got to go on timeout.
Oh, my gosh. Stanley Hobble on Facebook. When is the next moderator appreciation night? It will be in June. So we will let you know starting next month. We were just talking about that today, but we want to make sure that it's a Saturday night. And we are going to do moderator appreciation night in June. We will let you know.
Noelle's in a timeout.
Okay. David Murphy over on Facebook. Just so happened to get off work, pulled over to chill out, and happened to catch you live for the first time. Hello from Northern California.
Right on. Noelle's in the woodshed.
Maelstrom, when you get your RV, make sure it's a fifth wheel. If an engine needs service in your RV and you're living in it, there goes your house.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm getting something I can drive. I'm not fucking dragging something around through the mud and the snow and having to hook up a fifth wheel. No, I'm not doing that. It's going to drive. I'm not living in it either. I'm not. If I have to live in this thing while we do something with the house for 4 or 5 months, if I bought one and the engine can't last 4 or 5 months, then there's something wrong with me. That's how I'm doing it. I want a big old fucking Cadillac, comfortable seat where I can sit up high above everybody. I don't want one of those fucking air horns. One of those. That's going to be me going down the road.
Okay, we're going to finish off this list.
Right.
Ace Madura, $5. Sorry, General. The Queen rules. Shave it to a goatee. I'm already entering the woodshed. It's all good. I have a new coffee pot for the place.
Where's Ace Madura?
And Ace.
If I find... There he is. Ace is gone. He's in the fucking woodshed. In the woodshed, buddy. You know better.
Jeffrey Montgomery, $20. $10 for the espresso machine. $10 for booze. General, if you could go back and tell yourself to learn XXX, either something you never learned or wish you'd learned sooner, what would that be and why?
If I could go back in time and tell myself to learn something, I did pretty good with automotive and RVs. I could do all the appliances and the awnings and things, and I just wasn't real strong in diesel engines. That just wasn't my forte.
You always wanted to teach shop, though.
I think that's one of the things I'd go back and do is I would also get some sort of a degree where I could teach at maybe a high school or a college level, because I've taught tons of times and I've given seminars in 1 day and 2 day classes a lot, and I've answered 14 billion questions, and not something probably super advanced. I think I'd like to teach the basics, and then maybe start getting into some of the advanced drivability and diagnosis, but not not something super advanced. Just want to teach kids and get them interested. I think I'd still like to do that, but I don't have a degree. Somebody would have to hire me at a private school where they don't require, you don't have to go through a state program. But I would do that now. I'd even be an assistant filling in if they needed it. I would enjoy doing that.
All righty. Loud one, $5. Nothing wrong with living in a fifth wheel. I have plenty of room. I made extra by adding a 20 by 10 shed to the side.
Yeah, I just don't want to drag a fifth wheel.
That's not my thing. I can't.
I'm not going to drag it around. I want to get in it, turn the key, and go. That's how I feel.
Yeah, beautiful disaster. Hello, handsome general and beautiful Gen X mom. I love and miss y'all dearly. Much love from Oklahoma girl.
7. That's 7 handsomes. That's right.
Oh my gosh. One Punch on YouTube. Gen X mom and dad, do you still have anything from childhood? Gen X nostalgia, Walkman, Simon Says, etc.
If you go to genxtalks.com and go down to the very bottom and look at the studio gear. No, not studio gear. There's one about building. Studio gear is our equipment. I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong one. There's another one called Studio Build or Studio something. Anyway, that link that the kid put up at the back end of it has all the close-up pictures of all the stuff in the studio, which is mostly nostalgia. And then we got a ton of stuff in the house. I had a stereo as a kid, one of my most favorite things, and it blew up, and I bought another one just like it. and that a girlfriend smashed, and I just recently got another same one. Same with my Ghetto Blaster, my boombox. I had one and it broke, and I got another one identical, same year, make and model. And then a few years back, I bought it again. It's my third one of those. Same with the Walkman that we have. You know, we've had several of those, or electronic football. Yeah, we used to have some that are original that we had as kids, and some we've replaced every time it went bad, and we still got them to this day.
My thing is that I just a couple years ago had to go through my parents' house. My mom passed away, so both of them were gone, and my brother and I spent days going through everything, and we came across a lot of stuff that my parents had saved. I have my roller skates. I got a Merlin that's behind Gen X Dad.
Yeah,
I think.
it's right here, the Merlin.
I had a video game system called a Fairchild that my dad kept all these years. It's one of the original ones that had cartridges, not cassettes or not. It was one of the original things, so that was kind of cool. So yeah, we do have a.
Sammy Joe, can you tell us where we're at on the poll on Facebook Personal? Because we ended the poll on YouTube, beard or goatee.
Well, we're gonna finish off these questions real quick.
59%.
What's goatee?
40%.
Okay. Kel Riken, is the RV going to be decorated with Gen X Talks logos?
Oh, we could get a wrap.
Only if somebody sponsored it.
Yeah, we have to get a sponsor. Anybody want to sponsor a wrap for an RV?
If somebody wants to buy us an RV and wrap it, we would definitely drive it around the country.
Well, no one's ever going to buy us an RV. Nobody loves it that much. But you could potentially work out a deal with somebody for getting a good deal on a wrap that would be a Gen X Talks,
Tour bus?
Tour bus, final. That would be fucking hilarious.
That would be a lot of fun.
That'd be a lot of fun to do.
That would be a very tempting thing.
It would be
to do.
Yeah.
Michael Doxson, is the Mama X Music Hour going to happen? We're talking about it. I talk about it a lot.
Wait, which one? Where you have a live stream, or you put out your songs for Josh?
Oh, he didn't specify, but I've been dabbling with and asking the guys about me picking songs.
Yeah. An hour's worth of chick songs.
Of Gen X mom songs. So I've been dabbling with that. So we'll see. Sammy Joe, can we go to Disneyland instead of VidCon just one day, please? It's the week after my birthday. No.
VidCon,
sorry,
we got to go to VidCon the whole time. Justin Bennett dropped in $5 on YouTube, term whole screen teal. No question, just going to donate to the Singapore Hooker Fund for the general. YouTube won't let me spell it out. Happy anniversary to you both.
Okay, we're almost done. The Dirty Wrench. General, may I politely suggest you hydrate with us again for the love of Christmas?
Good God, man.
Diane Power. General, if a radio station offered you a job, would you take it?
Well, yeah, because now you can do it remotely. You can just have your microphone, your gear, and you can log right in and you can do your show from home, and it sounds like you're right there in studio. Yeah. If some radio, I don't care where it was in the United States, if someone gave me an hour show to just talk about stuff, I would dig doing that. I wouldn't have any problem at all.
Andrew over on Facebook, why not Texas, General?
Just too far from all of our friends and family. I mean, we have a bunch of friends of you guys over there, and a lot of people have moved from California to Texas. But I think I love California. I love California. I don't like the fees and the regulations and the taxes. I don't like the government there. But as far as states go, I put California up against any state in the union. And I just don't want to be that far from it. And if I'm right up against the border and I'm in right by the high desert and pine trees and I'm right there and I can drive and I'm still 2 or 3 hours from the coast, and I can drive half a day and get to Southern California where I grew up, and I could be there in 7 or 8 hours and I'm right back home again. I just don't think I want to be east of the Rockies. I think I'd like to be on this side of the Continental Divide. And I think that's just, I don't know, maybe I just don't want to get too far from home, and I want to find a place like that. I'm nothing against Texas at all. Love Texas. There's just something pulling me. When I get too far from home, my body knows it. That's about the best way to put it.
Yeah, loud one, $5. Be safe, everyone. Have a great weekend. Gotta run. We are under tornado warnings. Apparently, some have been on the ground between us and Oklahoma City.
Yeah, now who wants to live in a fifth wheel, buddy? Yeah, now let me know. Call me when you're woo up in the sky. All right, thanks a lot for that.
Kelly Ernest on Facebook, not watching the Correspondents' Dinner.
I do watch that, just the national correspondence, and it is not tonight.
Kailash, member for 14 months. Love you guys. We're almost done. We got one more. Last one. Russell Covey, Gen X mom, what is your favorite dish to prepare?
I like when you fix your parents' recipes or my grandma's. I love when you do that.
Oh, what's my favorite dish? Well, to be honest, I love trying new recipes. I don't have a problem with that at all. I love doing that. One of my favorite things to do is to do the recipe to whatever the person made it, and then I tweak it. But when all the kids were around, I'm feeding 10 people, plus his brother lived with us for a while, so it was like a dinner party every night. But also, funds were, you're not going to say slim, but we had to watch what we spent. So a lot of it had to be casserole, something that I could stretch. Lasagna, big pot of spaghetti.
I'm telling you, you learned how to stretch that. If I brought you home, well, we were short on money with 8 kids and my brother living here. It was tough, but I'd come home with a big old ham or something, and you would serve that, and you did your scalloped potatoes, and you did all the sides, but then the leftover ham, you made.
I could make quiche.
Yeah.
I could do.
You made
omelets.
Sandwiches for the kids.
I learned to
And then at the very end, the third or fourth day, when she'd take that big old ham bone left and she'd put it in with the little piece and make a stew. There'd be some sort of a broth out of it or a soup. So she really would stretch things a long ways.
So I think I'm having more fun now cooking. When I get the chance to cook, now I can find a recipe for like 2 or 3 people and be able to, make it so that it's more fun now.
Radio Static Production says, call Gen X Mom's Radio Hour. Welcome to the Queen's Court.
Ooh.
And then you play the music.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we've done all of it.
The light is green. The trap is clean. Listen, we got to go. I'll post some stuff tonight and tomorrow. I don't know if I can show up in Discord or not. I was thinking about it. I might be able to, but I just can't. I can't be the focus of the conversation. I don't mind being there and chiming in, but I got some work I got to do before we head out. And she's going to go in and finish packing us, and then we got to get the truck loaded tonight so we can get on the road early. I promise you. Tomorrow, Sunday, we will let you guys know where we're going to be Tuesday. Once we get up to the GSR and we look around, we'll pick a spot. We'll be there. We'll let you guys know. So anybody around the Reno area, we've had people come over from Sacramento. They get off work and just jump over. It's not that far. And then we'll hang out with you guys. We'll spend a couple hours that evening in a lounge or a bar and have some food and some drinks and just shoot the shit.
Real quick, Disney Kid wants to know, if you move out of California, will the radio station move with you? Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gen X Talks is going with us.
This whole studio, if you go to genxtalks.com and you scroll down to the studio page, not the studio gear, not the equipment, there's another one, and you see the whole thing being built, it's portable. It's all on a frame and it's all bolted together. This is going to get rolled up on a trailer, strapped down, and driven out and put right down where we're going, and we're just going to plug it in. It's not hardline. This is a portable unit with a plug. It's got a big 50-amp plug right in the side of it. And the same with cable. It's got a place to screw in the cable. It's got a place to screw in the cable, and it's got a big 50-amp plug. If you undo both of those, this thing's down the road motors.
Yeah.
It's ready to go. So yes, it's going with this. We're not going to miss a beat with this. Not at all. This whole thing will just be in a different location, but you won't even know.
I wanted to show them my pins that I've been collecting. See? My pins here from Disney. Some are from Trippy and Sammy, and the Disney Kid have sent it. Some are from my kids that have sent me things. I love Mary Poppins is one of my favorite movies ever, and they're really hard to find. So anyways, I just wanted to show you.
If you guys send her pins, she writes down, she's very meticulous. She's got a book in there, and every little thing in here has written down who sent it to us and when, and why they sent it, the story that goes along, all the pins on there. She has written down who gave her each pen and why it's important. And if you guys send her something, it'll go right in the studio. It'll go right on. And Trippy came through again. He put up the link. Studio History. So it's a Trippy Pineapple Studio History link, and it's right there, and all of it's in there.
Yeah. So anyways, that was it.
So that was it. We will be in. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I was actually, let me sign off with these real quick with you. Let me show something here. And where'd I have that? Oh, is that it? Is that the one right there? Let me see. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. Let me drag in a picture here for you guys real quick. Let me show you what we got right here. Okay, so the golden coins that we're hiding, we have them ordered. It'll take 2 to 5 weeks to get here. But for right now, I made these. I cleaned them all up really good. I spray painted them gold, and I stamped them 2 through 7. The first golden coin has been found. We are going to hide 50 gold coins across the United States, and we're going to give you clues on our website on how to find them. If you go to genxtalks.com, and there's a little drop-down menu. It says, "Let the hunt begin." And that will, each time we have them, there'll be a little section for each coin, whereabouts it is, and what, in a picture showing some weird angle of it's right here. Figure this out. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say I was at Disneyland and I was out in front of Disneyland in the area where everybody gets in the lines and it comes in. You don't got to buy a ticket, but let's say I'm out in front of Disneyland, and let's say, you know, they're big concrete park benches. What if I glued one underneath it? You know, you take your car keys, a little screwdriver, and take it out. What if I glued it to the bottom of that concrete park bench? Then I took a picture of the top of the park bench and the Disneyland sign. So you know you have to find a park bench with the Disneyland sign in the background. How far away? How close? Because there's 80 park benches out there. And am I really far away? Am I really close? Do you see what I'm saying? You got to figure out where it is. I'll say I glued it under this bench. And then you got to find the bench that lines up with the sign. Or maybe I'll do it with a building in the background. You'll have to determine, is the building 2 blocks away or 1 block away or 8 blocks away? But it'll be something very obvious in that line of sight. In the picture, which way is the building facing? Which way is the sign facing? Where was he standing? And the first one to get it. There's some cool stuff that goes along with getting one of these gold coins. And it's growing because we haven't even sent out the prizes for the first one yet because we're waiting for the official gold coins to get here. And everybody who gets one of these, you can turn in one of these and get one of the real ones that we've ordered. But when you do, you're going to get your package, and the package keeps growing. Gen X Mom keeps going, I'm going to put this in the package and put that in the package. I'm going to give them this. So this thing is growing to a bundle, but it's a lot of fun. And why I'm bringing this up, on our trip to Reno, we already drove way out in the middle of the Mojave Desert, and the guy who found it, Kel, who found it, said, I had to line up I had to find the sign you found, and there were so many signs that were the same, but I had to match the bullet holes in the sign to your picture. Then I knew it was in the right place, and he found it. So we're going to make the next ones harder. We're going to do 2 for sure, maybe a third one on this trip. And we're going to drive out to some place you guys can figure out, but it's going to be out in the middle of nowhere. And if you guys drive out there and find it and get yourself a gold coin, it counts. There's only going to be 50. There's not going to be any more. Once we're done with the 50, that's it. And they're going to be all over the country. I would love to get one in every state. I don't know that I can, but I will do my best. We do have some people, some staff in different places that are willing to go and do these things, as long as we can get them placed and pictured like I want. You know, you don't want to make it too hard or too easy. You really got to, if we can get staff to do that, then we're down the road motors. But 2 for sure are going up on this trip, and maybe 1 more. And so as soon as we get up there, start looking at the website, because it'll be up and you guys can go check it out and you can find it for yourself. But it's first one to find it. Staff is allowed to play, except if you place the coin. If there's a staff, Josh Maddox places one at the very top of the Statue of Liberty. Guess who can't go get that coin? Josh. Josh cannot go get that coin. But staff can play on any one that they're not participating in placing. You guys can go get them for all you want, but those are the coins. Those are the ones I made. They look really good. They came out great. And we're placing those. Is that, you saw those, Gen X Mom? They came out looking.
Yeah, they came out really great. I love them.
They're good coins. So that's what's going on. That's part of our trip. Just thought I'd let you guys know. Side note, a little side note for you there. Do you want to say goodbye, Gracie? We'll call it good.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for spending Saturday night with us.
Thank you, guys. If you had a little bit over an hour of your evening to waste, what better place to waste it than with Gen X Talks? I know I didn't get into a bunch of stuff. I have a teaser. I have a teaser for the World Show. I received some inside information about China that nobody knows. You will not hear this by Monday's show. If I can do a Monday show from the road, like we do the cell phone, and if I got cell service and I give it to you, there will be something there. You're not going to hear it on Fox News. You're not going to hear it on CNN. It's not going to be in a Pentagon briefing. No. something that only I know because I'm old. I have old friends, and some of my old friends work in high places. And sometimes they lower themselves. They lower themselves to my level and give me some inside skinny, and I will absolutely pass it along to you guys on the World Show. It's really, it's a point. It's a point that you can't ignore. Anyway, that's it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Not sure where you're listening in from around the planet. We had a great time. We covered a lot of odds and ends stuff with you guys. A little background, little history. We answer anything you guys ask. A very open book. We have a good time because you guys are open with us. We know a lot of your guys' personal life stories and struggles and accomplishments, and you guys know a bunch of ours. That's the way it works around a bar. When you're sitting around a bar drinking, you get to know everybody. Just like Cheers. You can picture me as Norm at the end of the bar. All right. So that's my character, and she's
we will check in while we're out and about. You never know. We might pop in and do a live stream.
And if you guys are on the pay sites, if you guys are on the subscriber sites, it's $1. If you guys are on a subscriber site, you guys get all the stuff that's going on while we're on this road trip that nobody else gets to see. But you got to be on Patreon or the General's Lunchbox. Or the General's Lunchbox on Facebook or a YouTube member. Wait, before we go, I asked Sammy Joe. She probably wasn't listening. How did the poll turn out on?
She said it didn't work.
Oh, it didn't work? Well, that's not good. I did. Oh, anyway, so 59% keep the beard. Thank you. End of story. We're done talking. The beard wins. The goatee loses. Ladies.
Remember, there's contract negotiation coming up.
I am not shaving my beard under the contract.
We'll see.
Not a chance.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in. AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps you were listening in on the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember two things. Wherever you go, there you are. We'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Bye.